Psychologists, what made you realize you were treating a psychopath? I used to work in a group home for little kids, with severe behavior problems and psychiatric issues. Several of those kiddos had diagnoses of ASPD, but I was always skeptical because that's a hell of a label to give to a little kid. And then I met AP. This child was 6 years old, and beautiful. He was perfectly behaved, but many of our residents had a honeymoon period of great and normal behavior for a couple weeks after intake, so we were just waiting for him to show his true colors. His honeymoon period lasted 8 months. None of the staff knew why this kid was there. His dad wasn't in the picture and mom was serving time, and foster care wasn't working out, which is why we had him. But we didn't have any issues with him at all during those 8 months. He was a perfect little boy. Then one day, he wasn't. I took the kids outside to ride bikes, and the second he was out the door, he ran to the backyard, grabbed a kitten, and squeezed it till it ended the cat's life. The boys' bedrooms were in the basement of the house. They had windows that were on the ground level outside, and he had seen the nest of kittens from his window. I was horrified, obviously, and brought all the kids inside. He calmly told our facilities manager that he had no idea what I was talking about, and looked so confused that the manager questioned me, and I had to go get the dead cat. I was visibly upset, and AP just looked at me and grinned. That was the first oh crap moment of several. AP would instigate aggressive behavior to initiate a restraint. Once in a restraint, our procedure was to hold the child for 30 minutes. If they weren't calm at that point, the on-call nurse would give a booty dart, shot of Benadryl, to calm the kid down. AP loved needles and offhandedly mentioned once that it was his goal to get 1 shot a day. Another incident, 2 staff had to escort AP into a secluded area because he was being very violent. During the transport, something happened. I think the metal door shut on him, and AP injured his foot substantially. We went to get the nurse, and when she came to help him he was laughing, digging at his injury to make it hurt more, and writing on the wall with the blood from the injury. Most of our kiddos were wards of the state, but AP's grandparents actually came and visited him. The other kids would be so jealous, but AP would, quite convincingly, act like he didn't know his grandparents, and then later he would taunt the others who never had visitors. When I left that job, he gave me a picture he drew of me. It was a typical little kid picture, but there was an X over the mouth and the eyes were scribbled out. I asked him why he drew me that way, and he said, "You don't deserve eyes because I don't like it when you see me. You don't deserve a mouth because you say things I don't like."